Very good evening to a Sports Night. I'm Damien Best. Well, Barbados Pride registered their third win of the CWI Super 50 after defeating USA by 4 wickets in round 6 of Zone B at 3W's Oval today. Now sent into bat, USA posted 212 for 8 of their 50 overs, with opener Monak Patel top scoring with 80 and Alex Amsterdam 40. Bowling for the Pride, Dominic Drakes was impressive, 4 for 44. Then needing 213 to win, the Pride made 215 for 6 in 35.1 overs. Shane Mosley and fellow left-hander Jonathan Carter were the joint top scorers with 60. Here's a look at some of the early action from that runs chase. Barbados Pride chasing 213 for victory against USA Cricket at 3W's Oval. That's Shane Mosley going through cover of Jasdeep Singh to pick up the first boundary of the innings. Singh into his second over, square drive from Mosley, surgical. That's 4 more. Good wicket here at Cave Hills, Singh being punished. Mosley leg side, the fielder's job to retrieve. Well, this was basically the Mosley show for the first 10 overs. His opening partner Kevin Stout, just a spectator. Gorgeous extra cover drive off Kyle Phillip. 2 balls later, targets the square leg boundary, 4 more to the tally. But he was speeding towards a half century. Phillip short. And for a moment, it looked like the fielder at fine leg was in business. Valiant attempt, but that's 6 runs. Mosley on to 43. Well, he would eventually bring up his 50 with this boundary of Yan Nasir Khan. Well played indeed. Came off 38 deliveries with 8 fours and a maximum. Credit to USA though, the spinners were introduced at both ends and it worked. Mosley bowled by one that skidded on. Wicket to Stephen Taylor. 76 for 1. The new batsman, Captain Shamar Brooks, his first look at the spinners here. Timing is everything, goes all the way. 6 runs. USA needing wickets. Usman Ashraf to Stout, struck on the pad and given by the umpire on his way for just 17 of 46 deliveries. Barbados Pride 90 for 2 at the drinks break. Meanwhile, a sparkling innings of exactly 100 from Jermaine Blackwood led the Zone B leaders, Jamaica Scorpions, to 299 for 6 in their 50 overs against the Leewards at Kensington Oval.
The Leewards won the toss and they chose to put Jamaica in. Things got off to a very bright start with Chadwick Walton, but then it went awry for him again, failing for the 5th consecutive time. But after that, it was the Campbell and Blackwood show, and these two certainly put on a spectacular performance.
Excellent partnership. They were prepared to take on the bad bowling, whatever they got loose, put it away, dispatch it to the boundary. Positive batting. Partnership of 116 from these two really set the foundation for what we'll to see later on.
Blackwood was looking for a century. He got halfway there after some 63 balls. But then Campbell fell shortly after getting his half century.
I just think he gave it away there, but Blackwood and McCarthy started another partnership. This was the shot of the day in my books. Pulling this one for 6 against the breeze onto the scoreboard. Very good partnership then. McCarthy had to the bat, trying to get over the boundary. Not enough bat on that one. This was the moment that Blackwood would cherish, getting to his 100.
And then, much like Campbell, who got a half century and then got out, Blackwood got 100 and then he got out. 100 from 115 balls, 8 fours and 2 sixes. What an innings it was. And Brandon King came to the party. He brought the DJ, he brought the crowd, he brought everything. He was spectacular.
Yeah, he was hitting them high, hard and handsome. This is the fall of Bonner. Got a start as well.
And the fall too of the catcher.
This was the end of Brandon King. A very good delivery there from Jeremiah Louis. Exactly where you want to be at the back end of the innings.
Well, in reply, the Leewards are yet to get their reply on the way due to a rain stoppage. Well, West Indies head coach Stuart Law has been suspended by the International Cricket Council for the first two of his side's 5-1 internationals in India. Law was given 3 demerit points and fined 100% of his match fee after breaching the ICC Code of Conduct in the second test against India. The punishment has taken him to 4 demerit points and resulted in a ban. On the third and last day of the defeat to India, Law made inappropriate comments to the umpires. He admitted the charge and accepted the sanction, so there was no formal hearing. Well, a new 5-year development plan is in the works for youth cricket on the island by the Barbados Cricket Association. The announcement was made by Dr. Roland Toppin, CEO of the BCA, at the launch of the 2018 Guardian Group Herman Griffith Primary Schools cricket competition this morning. CBC's Kamal Haynes was there.
Speaking at the title sponsor's headquarters in Colomorock, Dr. Toppin said the plan is aimed at developing the standards of cricket for both boys and girls in schools.
If things go as planned, the next few years should see the presence of qualified cricket coaches in most, if not all, primary schools, the presence of at least one teacher with cricket knowledge and interest, helping to manage and support a cricket program in each primary school, expansion of the number of schools participating in the kiddies cricket program, encouragement of primary schools to include at least 2 girls, this is important, at least 2 girls in each team participating in this tournament.
Chairman of the board at the National Sports Council, MacDonald Fingal, stressed on the importance of sports in enhancing everyday life.
Sports prepares you for after school life more so than any academic subject. I'll say it every time, any place I go, because I have proof of it. The first thing it teaches you, of course, is to be on time. If you're not out in cricket and you come next day and you're late, you're out automatically. If you don't have 7 minutes to start the game, you can lose the game. If you don't have 5 in basketball, you can lose. So it teaches you that. But if you come to French late, you can get the notes from somebody else. So you don't really learn that part of it. It teaches you also to win, which means that after school, you're looking to succeed in whatever you're doing. So you know how to, you're so accustomed to trying to win, you know how to succeed and move the ladder. But invariably, you will lose. So it teaches you how to accept defeat.
Fingal also touched on the impact sports have on creating a positive identity for individuals.
The human being, as far as I'm concerned, strives on identity. Everybody wants to be known as somebody. And if you got to wait 5 years to get sexies, for somebody to call you bright, that's your identity. That's 5 whole years. During that time, they got drug men out there looking to see if they can capture you and other things to distract you. But one game of football, one game of cricket, one game of basketball, and the next day, you have identity. Somebody look at you and say, that boy, he can go real fast. He can hook, he can basketball, he can dunk. Football, he can kick corner, he can hit. And you hear about yourself, you feel like somebody.
Underwriting manager Laura Toppin of sponsors for the last 20 years, Guardian Group, touched on the importance of sporting tournaments in eradicating non-communicable diseases in children.
This tournament is testimony of our pledge to support initiatives which promote positive, healthy, and active lifestyles. In its 2018 publication of findings on the review period of September 2008 to August 2018, the Healthy Caribbean Coalition disclosed alarming statistics of high incidences of childhood obesity and the prevalence of non-communicable diseases among Caribbean youth. We believe that this regional problem can be significantly mitigated through the continuous provision of sporting programs, such as the Herman Griffith Primary Schools cricket competition, which promotes active lifestyles for youngsters.
Also present at the launch was West Indies T20 captain Carlos Brathwaite, UWKFL skipper Nicholas Curtin, and West Indies under-19 player Jarian Hoyt, all of who came through the Herman Griffith competition. Brathwaite, who will be donating one of his Tridents branded bats to the student who scores the most runs, left a few wise words for the children.
It actually was the breeding ground, and you know, it's what has elevated me or contributed to my elevation to eventual West Indies honours and obviously West Indies captaincy as well. So my message to any young guy partaking in the tournament, don't take it for granted. There's lessons to be learned, both positively and negatively. Take everything in stride, listen to your coaches and work hard. I think now is the best time to be playing cricket at 9, 10, 11. No pressure, no media scrutiny, and you're playing it for the love of the game.
The tournament will see 47 teams competing from tomorrow. Kamal Haynes, CBC Sports.
Well, a superb hat trick by Neil Reed-Stevens guided the Barbados under-20 football team to a 4-1 victory over Dominica under-20s in a friendly at the BFA Wildy AstroTurf yesterday. Meanwhile, in the earlier game, Barbados under-17s went down 1-0 to St. Kitts under-20s. CBC's Kamal Haynes reports.
First game of the evening saw Barbados in the yellow going down 1-0 to St. Kitts. And that goal came in the 30th minute after sloppy work in the defense granted Jason Jeffers the room to hit from outside the 18-yard box, beating the keeper's left and giving his side a marginal victory. Game 2, Barbados in the blue pressing the defense of Dominica early. Niall Reed-Stevens takes control of the ball in the danger zone and fires a left-footed rocket past the keeper to put Barbados 1-0 up in the 4th minute. Dominica answered back 8 minutes later. Sharon Hoyt makes a costly mistake as Dominica takes possession, finding Jamie Parillon who dribbles past the keeper to level the game 1-1. 26th minute, Barbados back on the attack. Reed-Stevens, the danger man, shows some fancy footwork before cutting inside and finding the top right corner to put Barbados ahead 2-1. What a goal! Dominica was granted the chance to equalize a few moments later. Rion Cuffy controls off the chest but is denied by the keeper. Barbados picked up goal number 3 just before halftime. Reed-Stevens collects his hat trick off a brilliantly taken corner, beating all inside the box to give Barbados a 3-1 lead. Barbados were going to win the game 4-1 after a final goal by Terry Gill in the second half to walk away with a comfortable victory over Dominica. Kamal Haynes, CBC Sports.
Well, Skeets House, they throw on Talma when the Christchurch Foundation School swim sports was completed at the Aquatic Centre in Wildy. Skeet took the title with a total of 244 points, beating Lynch in second on 216, while Innis was third with 193. Talma and Wellington had to settle for 4th and 5th respectively. Once again, CBC's Kamal Haynes reports.
We start with the boys 15 and over 100 meter individual medley. Ward Trotman of Skeet House, the only 13 to 14 boy swimming above his age group. He led for most of the race, only challenged by Kai Marquez of Talma in lane 7. Trotman would swim to victory in a time of 1 minute 38.65 seconds, followed by Marquez in second in 1 minute 50.84, while Kimio Humphrey of Talma claimed the bronze. To the 25-meter butterfly, starting with the under-12 girls. This one was easily decided, with Adara Stoddard of Skeet House in lane 4 the clear winner. She swam to victory in 13.65 seconds, followed by Bancroft of Talma in 16.65, while Amelia Carter of Wellington claimed the bronze. The boys 12 and under had a full fleet of competitors, but none came better than Kareem Johnson of Skeet House closest to the screen. He took the goal in 18.62 seconds, while St. Hill of Lynch in lane 3 came a close second, edging Kachil Johnson of Innis in lane 7, who took the bronze. The girls 13 to 14 was a tight battle between Kyle Weeks of Wellington in lane 4 and Kayla Smith of Skeet in lane 6, but Weeks came out on top in a time of 15.24 seconds, beating Smith in second with 15.55, while Heidi Waith of Talma took bronze. The boys 13 to 14 was more easily decided, with Duguid of Wellington House the clear winner. He swam to victory in 14.90 seconds, while Kieran Adams of Skeet claimed silver in 19.72, and Jaden Jackman of Lynch finished a distant third. Now to the 25-meter backstroke, started with the girls on the 12. All eyes on lane 5. Stoddard of Skeet, already a winner in the butterfly, and back to claim another gold. She glides to victory way ahead of her competition in 16.34 seconds, beating Bancroft of Talma in second and Michaela Beckles of Lynch in third. The boys 12 and under backstroke was a clean sweep for Innis House, with the Johnson boys claiming first and second. Kyle in lane 8 took the honours at 18.62, while Kashal all the way in lane 2 followed in 19.65. Ashani Motley in lane 5 won bronze. The girls 13-14 saw an identical result from the 25-meter butterfly event, with the Weeks of Wellington in lane 4 the winner by a clear distance, clocking 13.14 seconds, while Smith of Skeet took silver and Waith of Tama the bronze. Kamal Haynes, CBC Sports.